come on in, man. By the time you guys see this, some of you guys will catch this replay, probably, binge watch it, whatever the case is. But I want to wish you guys a merry, 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 and blessed Christmas. And I hope your New Year's is phenomenal. I hope you bring it in with a bang. Yes. Take that for what it is. I literally just filmed my State of the Collection. That will come out later on this evening. This is going to be the last live. I'm not doing anything for Christmas. Normally, I'll do a Christmas Eve live, introduce you to some stuff. We just have this family thing, but I am not doing anything tomorrow. I'm off through Christmas. Shall return next week with live. So, I wanted to get this out. Now, I want to go over a few things. In tonight's video, you'll see that I went over my State of the Collection, which is still, it's right here, it's all around me. But I'm going to be showcasing some of the watches that I have in the collection, the State of the Collection, and giving you my take on it, so to speak. You may be interested and you may not. And what I'm about to show you is no particular order. Now, I'm hoping that this live is going on. I'm hoping that with this, I hope one of the companies that I'm going to address in this live, I hope they hear this and understand where I'm coming from. And this is going to be the first watch that I'm actually going to talk about. And it is, look at this right here. That is my Wolverine timepiece. Wolverine and the Incredible Hulk are my favorite Marvel characters of all time, right? And I jumped at the opportunity to get this watch. I saw it. I knew it was going to be it doesn't have a limited number on it, but as you can see on the back, it has the slink when its claws extract. It's one thing about this watch. The only complaint I had about this watch, it wasn't so much that it was eco drive. I'm good with that. The one thing I had a problem with is the bracelet, the clasp, and I've seen what Citizen will do with an automatic for the same price that they charge for this one. I would love to see Citizen really start taking these character bills a little more serious because they're limited, right? And anytime I hear the word limited, I'm like, okay, it's going to be something special outside of just having this. And I think, again, nice touch. This is a pin that you can wear. It's a nice collectible for people that's a fan of the brand. But for future references, I would pay the extra money for this watch. It's not whoever you are. I will pay extra money for a watch that's complete, number limited. Would love to have the number on the back. Would like to see this in an automatic. I would like to see that. Bro, you petty. You're petty for calling. Thank you for getting that out of here. So that was my only gripe about this watch, is the bracelet is and I don't want to have to replace the bracelet. I can, but I don't want to have to replace it. That's the only gripe I have about this. I love what it represents, because I think it's so super dope, is that it actually represents, look at the hour markers, has his claws, the adamantium, and he literally broke the chapter ring around this thing, or the rehat, broke it. I mean, slashed straight through it. And then the residue is all over. I thought that was such a nice touch. You petty, bro. I see you called me on purpose. You petty. Anyway, I don't regret buying this watch. It's in my collection for 2024. Really nice timepiece. Really nice. And this, I got this one through Jake over at Trifecta. Oh, the other thing too. I'm gonna show you this. Look at that. Y'all see that? It ain't even got no cushion. And the thing about it too is, like, I don't know what it takes for them. I don't know how much, as far as the licensing is concerned, I don't know how much they have to pay to Marvel, if it's even worth charging more for it, but that's just me. I see where they cheaped out. I'd much rather you just not. I would have done without this if you could have made the watch better. But that's just my opinion. Who am I? In my State of the Collection that is coming out later on, this one, I hinted to this one being my favorite quartz piece of all times. And it is because of its history, but that blue, and I like Bulova and Bulova if you are very proper. This watch is phenomenal, and I like it. I like the way it feels. And I hear that, well, I know that Mark from Long Island has a bracelet upgrade for this watch. And I may very well get that for 2025, but like that's it right there on the wrist. Fits well. I like it. Now, I know online this watch has been reviewed many times before, and the size was brought into question, which I have no problem with. I've worn Victor for since 2014, so I have no problem with this size. 43 millimeter. Watch wears perfect for me. I don't know. It's a signature timepiece, man. It means a lot. I like that one. You can still find this at Trifecta, and they have the Blood Moon, which of my favorites, this is my favorite one. And I would say the Meteorite will be my second, then the Blood Moon, then the. I may change that again, but I think I would get that Blood Moon. You know what? I would like Bulova to actually make an automatic. I'll be in and out at the gym. Okay, bro. Afternoon, watch collectors. What's going on, Ramon? Welcome in. Just kidding, my friend. How much is this watch? The prices, I think, fluctuated. I think you can get this under $300 now. That Wolverine piece. I don't really. I think that watch is $150 piece. Lights went out. I think that's $150 piece, maybe $200 because it's Wolverine. I like that, but yeah, I need it. I need it a little better than that. Let's see. Greetings from the Netherlands. Merry Christmas. Dutch Reviews. Dutch Reviews. Welcome in. What's up, Oscar? Hey, bro, I just I saw you in live, bro, a minute ago. Another watch that I purchased this year that I say this is really nice is this. If you like a larger timepiece, this will be one that I would recommend to anybody, right? Because of it has an NH38 in it, automatic, sweet. But there's another thing. It has tritium tubes in it, and you can get this for under $300. I think it's like $2 and some change now, but this watch goes on sale periodically throughout the year because I got this one for $150, right? So you have to pay attention to the sale. Is it worth $150? Absolutely. The bracelet is solid. It has a dual deployment clasp on it. But outside of, like, here's the deal. Let me be 100% clear. There's people that's done reviews on watches. I'm not a review channel. I don't review. I mean, I will review a watch, but I'm going to tell you this. From the reviews, sometimes I get annoyed because I'm like, bro, you want a perfect watch. There's no such thing as a perfect watch unless it just hits you in the heartstrings, I guess. I don't know. And it may be perfect for you, but for the rest of the world, I just want to tell you this. Just to make this simple. Wing did something on the back. You see this blue back there, that blue rotor? He didn't offer this a few years ago on most of his pieces. They were just on the more expensive pieces. Now he's offering this, and I think that's a nice touch because I'm like, oh man, in order for me to get that blue rotor, which of course you don't see once it's on your wrist, but I know it's there, you would have to spend a certain dollar amount. He changed that, right? Upgraded. I don't know if he was listening to the customer, but I like the fact that he included that in this watch. I like the fact that how solid his builds are. And he also is sort of a, I will tell you, for a watch of this caliber, there are companies that will charge you a little more. And it starts to get you to question, like, am I just recklessly going at watches, man? Because if this watch is built to this standard, and he's asking less than $300 for it, but this company is asking $700, and they're equally the same to me as quality, as far as the quality, why am I spending $700 again? So that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's for the people that's like, you're price conscious. What's up, Oscar? Ooh, Skyler attacked somebody. Or got rid of somebody. Mr. Red Bull. I appreciate that the Netherlands is in the building. Shout out to the Netherlands for being here. Thank you, guys. I want to buy a best watch like GMT under $100. There are some, man. Gosh, what? I think they're quartz, but I'm trying to think. Who did I see? I don't know about under $100, but I'm pretty sure I saw a GMT for about around $130. I tell you one that is at the I know it's not 100, under 100, but I will say Islander. Yeah. This one is under, I think this is like $369. 42 millimeter, bi-directional bezel, baby. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Bi-directional. And then, where's my assistant? Come on out of here. Let's see something here. You see that? Look at the rehot. That'll teach you how to read a 24-hour scale in there. And then your watch is in the cloud. Or at least it has cloud on the dials. Can y'all see that? Maybe, hold on, let me flip the camera around, see if you can see it better. Let's see if I can get it better. There we go. Ah, there we go. There you go, cloud. Okay, assistant, do your thing. You see that? That'll teach you how to read a 24-hour scale if you don't know how to read it. Yep. GMT hand for under $400. And I assure you that this watch is well built, well crafted. Has an NH34 in it. And again, this is Mark from Islander Watches. And now sometimes people get me confused with him because I wear it as soon as I throw a second watch on, people are like, hey, Mark. I'm like, I'm not Mark, bro. He don't even wear glasses. But I know sometimes y'all get confused. I get it. But anyway, really nice watch, man. This is, hold on, let me show you the back of this thing. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Over-engineered. See, I love that watch. One of the most unique watches I've ever bought was a little over $100. Do you have any digital watches like Casio? I do, not with me, but I do have a number of Casio digital watches, man. I'm ex-military, I'm a veteran. So yeah, I have a ton. I have, I got Timex, Citizen, Timex, Casio, and what's the other one? Armatron. Don't sleep on Armatron. Yeah. This watch, by the way, what's going on, Nightwing in the building? Thank you for being here, bro. This watch is still available on this, and I'm gonna tell you something about this colorway. It's in stock, and then it's out of stock. It's in stock, it's out of stock, man. So, and I met the designer. Lights coming on. What's up, bro? Hey, did you guys check out the video I shared? Ordinary Watch Guy, Phil. If you watch the video, you'll know what this is, the watch that I showcased in that video. And I don't get paid for this. Phil, you know what's funny? Phil is the Ordinary Watch Guy, and Phil is the guy that makes this watch, right? He's right here in Indiana. Yeah, man. This watch will run you around a little over $600. It has a Miyota movement. This one has the push-pull crown. But this is a favorable watch. But the one I bought last year, this is called the Linden. And the colorway of this is called Lake Spur. That gosh, what is it? I can't even think of the name of it. But the other one I have, oh man, bro, quit playing with me. Yeah, so this one for $600, man. And then he customizes all his leather. And I just dig that leather. And then look at the buckle on this thing, bro. That buckle's sick, bro. And I didn't even show this in there. You got visitor, look at that. Visitor Watch Company. It's so dope, bro. It's so dope. Phil does a great job, man. And I'm gonna keep talking about this because I'm in Indiana. This is an Indiana brand, so you know I gotta rep Indy. I gotta represent the Hoosier State. Oh, I didn't even do a watch check. What y'all think I got on, bro? Hey, quit playing with me. I'll show you by a strap first. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't taking it off yet. I ain't taking it off. Nope. What up, House X? I won with that watch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was geeked, bro. I was like, I ain't know how that was going to go, man. Ben Watch Club, bro. Shout out to Ben, you know what I mean? House of X in the building. Citizen Pro Diver Oracle. Now, did I get that this year? Did I get that this year? I think I got that last year. Hey, how you doing? I think I got that last year. Okay, I'll show you one watch that I got this year that I think is just a phenomenal piece, man. That piece right there. California dial, Spinnaker, cushion case that has an NH35. But that watch right there, man, is solid. And you can get this for under $200, man. It's solid, man. Spinnaker. The Dartmouth group is killing the game. This is a really nice watch, man. Just like really, hold on. Let me flip the camera so you can find out about it. A little bit more about it. Assistant, come out. There you go. So my assistant just want to point out, look at that, man. Looks like meteor or something like that, man. The texture on that dial, man, is crazy. Then look at the distortion of the crystal, the thickness thereof, this AR coating, man, the California-ness of this watch. And then let's look at the rotor. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. For like under $200 though. Under $200, man. These are the watches that get me. These will make great stocking stuffers. So of course we're out. I mean, we're too close to Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. So there's no way you're gonna get this watch by Christmas unless there's a store that sells Spinnaker in your area. And I don't know where you live at, but I'll say for next year, this will make, just listen. There's one piece of advice that I give in that state of the collection video that's coming out tonight is if you buy a watch for somebody, please know what they need or what they want. Tell them to give you a list. Because if you're not a watch person and you buy a watch person a watch, you mess around and buy like some gas station watch or one of those watches at the end of the men's warehouse. And you're like, oh, this blingy, let me get that. And how much is this watch? $38? Okay, he'll love this. Or she'll love this. And they get it like, oh, gee, thanks. It's the thought that counts, right? Yeah. Just saying. But for the price of under $200, like normally $169 is where you'll find this watch at. With the leather, the setup of this watch, yup, I highly recommend this watch, man. I know some reviewers could be very nitpicky. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, this watch don't, like, you're trying to put this in a category that doesn't need to be in. Like, this watch would be better if it had this, it had that, it had this, and then it turned this way. I'm like, okay, then the cost goes up, and then you'll be upset if it had all those things and they asked for the money. Then I promise you, a watch reviewer will find everything to say about the watch is set at a price point, right? That I could tell you if I was reviewing this watch, I'll tell you this. It will blow your mind for the 169 bars. No, but seriously, this watch will actually, like, it'll blow you away. And like, man, because we touch so many watches. That's the one thing I want to say. when you look at this watch right here, you look at this Islander, and then you go and let's see. Let me pull out a watch, a big brand, a name brand. Okay, perfect. All right, now this is made for the field, right? This is a nice watch. Specifications of this watch does not. I have some watches that'll blow the specs out with this, right? As far as a field watch, my Cincinnati Watch Company watch, this one goes what, 10 bars or something like that? I think it's 10 bar. Yep, 10 bar. My Cincinnati Watch Company field watch is 20 bar, screw down crown. And it doesn't look like this one, but it reads great, man. Arco Deco style, which is something different than this. In the finishing, we talk about finishing, the fit and stuff like that. And then this one only gives you 2 levels of micro adjust. When my wrist swell up sometimes, I'm like, this thing is tight. I'm like, God, dog, I have to put another link in there. You only got 2 levels. So that's one thing, a negative I have about this. But then you have a brand like this, right? For less money. Look at the level of micro adjust on that thing. It's been 6 levels, bro. I'm like, yo, Mark paid attention to that for a lower price. I started looking at, that one. Yeah, I think those type of reviews, I'm with that. I'm with that. But like sometimes some reviews be so like, it be nitpicking like some crazy stuff, bro. I'm like, man, get out of here. It's gonna make the watch expensive. Hamilton Khaki, yes it is. Khaki King is what it is. Send a link to your family for the watches you want for Christmas. Info, people. Yes, bro, I'm telling you. Nerd with swag is in there. He goes sell it to the... Oh, man. You crazy. Scarlett, bro, I can't mess with you, bro. They use the NH35 in a way too many watches for other companies. We talked about the NH35. Me and Skylar touched it. And I agree. So, for example, here go a company that I want to see just do big things in 2024, 2025, 2026, and so on and so forth. I stand behind this. This is another Indiana brand. He, however, uses the NH35, and it allows you to get into his brand at a decent price, right? The rest of his watches are the prices they are. And I know online there's some people that don't agree with his prices. I'm not here to argue that, right? Because you as the consumer, you make the decision on whether, this watch is important. If you dig into the history of this watch company, every watch has a meaning to it. This is the Ironhide. It has German background, German descent. It has been infused in this watch. This is an heirloom that's passed down by the grandfather, right? Represents family. And I just highly recommend that even if you don't buy a Flederman's, go to his website and look at it. Just read through the verbiage. That's the reason why I bought this watch. I like it. 40 millimeter NH35. But is there an overuse on the NH35? Yeah, because once you get into it, like for us, you want to see more. You don't mind, you'll buy NH35. I'm looking at some watches and may have you'll see in 2025. I was talking to a company last night, and I'll get a chance to review a watch that's coming from overseas. Can't wait for that one, but you have to wait till 2025, man. And that one is rocking NH35. But when I saw it, I said, yeah. But I do agree with you. NH35 is it's played, it's overplayed. Ben 10, what's going on? Smash that like button. Yes. Poop Fest in the building. The NH35 is great. The problem is the thickness. Yeah. Who did some company made a design a watch that has NH35, but it's still flat, but it's what they did to it. So they raised the actual dial so it doesn't have a lot of depth. And I can't remember what watch company that was. But they actually made their NH35 to, gosh, man. I can't remember what company it was. I can't. And that's going to bother me. Okay, so, moving forward, one of the watches that I found out was actually pretty good for the price that I paid for it was this Zelos. I was highly impressed with this watch. I was, like when you get into the whole specification, it's like, yeah, man, you got that spec, you got sapphire crystal, you got drilled lugs, you have titanium as a material, and that was the selling point for me. The drilled lugs, cool. All right, sapphire crystal, I'll take that. The loom on it, high selling point. The Miyota, the movement, the high beat, that was another selling point for me because I know that all the watches that I've purchased over the past 3 years, if you have a high beat movement in there, companies are charging a premium for those movements, right? And of course, all the functionality that goes along with it. This one has like, you see that? Now, one thing I do like, this is crazy. I was watching a review, and the review was talking about the companies that use those on-the-fly adjustments where you could just, boom, do that. See, it becomes ugly right here. Now, I'm going to tell you a watch that, keep in mind, you saw that, right? Zelos, this one was $499. Oh, almost dropped it. Right? Screw down crown. Look at that. Ooh, it's like the Phoenix, right? Where are you? Hold up. I know you're in here somewhere. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. I gotta find. What the heck did I just do with 3 watches? What the heck did I just do? Oh, there it goes. It's right in my face. I'm crazy. Longines, right? Longines. I like Longines. And the best part, the best time to actually grip this thing is like from the side, right? Doing your thing. There are some spots on there where you see that where it's slick. Yeah. Your hands greasy or wet, yeah, I'm sure it's gonna slide off. And I'm not really there we go. You see the difficulty. The other thing is the crown. I don't like the crown the way it's set because that kind of digs into the hand. But then when you do your extension on this, boom, you pop it, twist it, pull it. But like that. Now that's ugly. That's ugly. I'm gonna call it 100. And I like Longines. Y'all know I'm a fan of Longines, but I just, I said that before, that there are 3 watches that I shouldn't have bought this year, and I could have got the Legend Diver, because that's what I really, really want. I'd rather have the Legend Diver. All right? And that's because of a few things, and there's some other divers that I've purchased this year that puts this in the realm that I like this diver. I like the fact that I'm into the Longines family. But my recommendation to anybody if you are considering Longines, buy the one that you want versus the one that you can afford to get right now. Sometimes that chase, man, is just as important, man. I ain't gonna say it is important. I chased the name. So I'm telling off myself. I chased the name of Longines, and I was like, oh, this was super cheap. And shout out to my man, Jake gave me a great price for this watch. I couldn't refuse it. I should have refused it and just bought the Legend Diver. And the Legend Diver is a lot more money than this one, but I know I would have been a lot happier with that one over this one. And I still been in the Longines family, and I would have been minus. I wouldn't have bought that Khaki King. There's a couple other watches I wouldn't have bought. That I shouldn't have purchased. Even these, I'm gonna tell you something. Even getting these, because these watches are great to buy. If you really like, hey man, it's cheap, but it looks good. I bought this one because it reminds me of a Panerai. It had the California dial, and I was like, yo, I'm not buying a Panerai anytime soon. And that California dial, even the used one, was $6,000. I said, nah, no, I'm sorry. It was $5,400 over at Moyer the first time. But I would say sacrificing buying what's on sale to really chase after what you enjoy. Especially if you have something similar to your collection, stick to that. Like this one, The Dune Shore. The Dune Shore is the one I like. I like that one. This one grew on me just as fast as the Dune Shore did. And I just like his design language, man. And the camera's not doing this thing any. It's not. I'm telling you. Hold on, let me flip the camera around real quick. Flip, sucker. Hey. Hold on, let me get this. Got some smudge on it. My hand's greasy today, y'all. Forgive me. Just look at that, man. That thing is crazy, man. Got that lion on there on the back. We got drill lugs on his too. Come on, focus, sucker. The loom on it is amazing. I like this, man. This watch is it's perfect for me. Let's just say that it's perfect for me. Let me get it. The butterfly clasp on the Longines Spirit is nice. Yeah, trolls now. I have $5 and a really nice Timex. Hey, you ate a paper plate today. On the fly adjustments are essential in the summer. Yes. Notice. I was looking at Notice. Notice may be one of those that may go on my list of watches to get next year. I have to do some more research though. They make some beautiful cases. They have glass on the sides of the ship to showcase the watch inner workings from the side. Kind of cool. You want a calendar watch? Do you have any options? I'm wearing a Fair COBB3 chrono. Anyone have heard of a brand called Manasseh Oddity? Yes, Manasseh. I went to go see I went to go see them, bro. What was I at in Texas? I was in Texas, and bro, when I tell you, absolutely, that thing costs just as much as a Rolex, but that watch is stupid, bro. That watch, that's what you were talking about, the glass case. Yes, man, each different model. Now, your calendar watch, let me see. I can't think of one offhand that, can somebody think of a calendar watch? I can't think of a calendar watch that, now, artistic, let me ask you this, what's your price point? What's your price point? Because they do have some calendar, you know what I'm saying, some calendar pieces, quartz that, you know, are reasonable. You get into that automatic feel, woof, gets up there, but I don't know what your pocket's looking like. No, I don't need to know what your pocket's looking like. I don't know what you're willing to spend on a watch. Forgive me for that. It's none of my business what you make. A diver clasp extension. I have Longines Spirit 40, but don't wear it as much. Check out Hamilton Sabakwa. All right, Skylar. Enjoy your food, bro. Seiko has nice calendars. Master calendar. That's what I'm thinking he's talking about. What's the price range of the calendar watch? Till you find, just let me know what you like. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure people will come up with some ideas, and I'm thinking myself. But I'll end on this one with this. I really like Zellos. Do I think it was worth the $500? The price ranges that they have for what they offer, I'm a fan, especially when you come into the elements. I really like that. Yeah, Victor got a lot of master calendars. Yeah, this is man, bro, just this, and I'm gonna tell you this too. And it's gonna be like a diver. Let me button this thing back down because it's super loose on my wrist. The comfort of having this dive watch on your wrist at the price that they pay, and you're really into different colorways and stuff like this, is absolutely a great piece to add. It just is, man. It does it. Really does it for me. And I love the fact that it's titanium, man. It's a nice watch, man. When you look at, man, I don't know, man. It's satisfying. It's a very satisfying watch. And then it's one of the watches that got the blues, man. Breaking teeth, boy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is some earth-shattering clicks. That ratcheting. That bezel is tough, man. So, yup. An honorable mention. Let me put it like that. An honorable mention, man. There's a lot of stuff going on with this watch, man. They just went above and beyond on this one. I just think they went, like, they gave you your money's worth. And when they're, like, I feel that they looked at the industry and said, what is comparable to this? We giving you a high beat movement. There's some other, it's not Swiss, but still, I could put this watch up against some other brands at a higher price. Now, you got titanium, and you got a watch that is done in the hardness, man, 1200 Vickers, right? And I even have the bracelet for it. Maybe I'll put the bracelet on this year. But I have the bracelet, the packaging on both of these, because this actually came in a case. Came in this roll, 3-watch roll. Crazy, man. But for those that are looking at, like, hey, I don't want to spend over $5. My highest is, let's say the highest that you will think about going on a dive watch or a timepiece is $700. No brainer, especially if you like color. Just depending on what they got. They just had a bronze come out, or did it come out yet? Main do look nice, but pricey. Main makes a calendar. Okay. The Zelos was when I paid. It was, I think it was $529 after the sale, after the initial. Now I didn't get this year, but this is another company to Phoebus. This thing is heavy, right? Comes with an NH38 in this one, but they have different movements. Build quality, very solid. 3 levels of micro adjust. I just think like their design language is so different, so unique. They kind of put me in the mind that it's sort of like an Aragon in a way. Well, I mean, they're in their own lane, but it just kind of reminds me of an Aragon in certain ways. And I just really like the design language of this one. They have some other ones that just came out. Plus, they do collaboration with Mark from Islander Watches too. And what was the other one I wanted to show you guys? That is in my. Since we're talking about Aragon, I pointed this watch out a few times. The loom on it is great. This watch is 15.5 millimeters thick, so it is a thick piece. Comes with a helium escape valve, but I just think it adds to the overall aesthetics of this watch because it's called a dive tank. But it has the elements of a Bell & Ross that's square and circle. I like it, man. This is and this like over 200 grams with this bracelet, like 270 grams. This is a heavy watch. I don't think it's 270, maybe 250. I have to measure it. I have the scale at home. The clasp is just right. I've shown this and I actually go into some detail on my video that's launching, but overall this comes on a blue rubber strap. Almost sort of like FKM rubber, but it's a really nice watch. I left links down in the description to Aragon. I left a link to Islander Watches, and I left a link to Trifecta because that's the watches I just showed you. Oh, I didn't leave one to Jack Mason though, and I just showed my Jack Mason. Visitors down there too, right? And you can actually get Flederman. You can actually get Flederman from, and I didn't put Palmer. You can get Flederman from Palmer Jewelers. You can get Visitor from Palmer Jewelers, or you can get Flederman from Jake from Trifecta. All right. So let me look into the comic section real quick. Let's see what y'all talking about. The bracelet looks cool. Wing has sales for days right now. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Ah, you will never learn, you evildoers. I got the long arm of the West in here, man. They will pew pew get you up out of here, man, for that type of behavior. Now, I do want to show you two watches that I haven't talked about that much, but I think are super. I like them. I like them. Actually, let's do three. We're going to end on this one because we're just about 40 minutes, and I'm gonna have to get going here in a second. I have to start my Christmas with family. All right, so you guys know that I have a number of Glycine pieces that I've purchased. I absolutely like Glycine, and for the price, I think this is a way to go. For if you've never experienced a Swiss-made timepiece, I would say this is the way to go. Now, it's not a disclaimer. This is just honest truth. You know, for those that are just getting into stuff, if you're going to try something out like this, trust me, if you dig a little deeper, you'll find that when Glycine was making these watches just 10 years ago, the quality was a lot different than today's piece. That doesn't mean that these watches aren't good. They are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're well crafted. I don't have a problem out of them. You had them tested. They're running well. And for under $400, because I remember when I actually decided to get into the watches, if you bought an Airman, you're paying about like $900. But if you bought an Airman just 5 years ago, you're paying $1,200, right? If you go back a little further, up to $2,000, because they were using Value 7750s, 53s. They were killing the game, right? They were using some calibers that, yeah, it was that. But like for this, in comparison to all of the watches that's out right now, any watch that's Swiss made or high beat, this one has Salida. And one of the features on this watch is when you wind it, you'll be like, am I really winding this watch? That is a key feature for me. Now, for the divers outside of, this is a GMT, and it's the collar style. It's not the traveler style. So if you go, once you unscrew it, if you turn this thing, like, is it counterclockwise, then you'll adjust that. Count it. If you do clockwise, I think that's the date. I may have a goofy foot, but I think that's what it is. This is a nice watch, and you may not even need a GMT, but you just want to get one. I think this is a great opportunity to get one, because this one, bro, this was with discount $300. Now, you don't always get the discount, but if you went to Ashford, $448, $484, at $500, it's under $500, and they always got a sale. They always got the most options over there. Joma Shop used to, but Ashford got them. It's almost like Ashford bought all the Glycines from Joma. Italian Twine, yep. Italian Twine will be one that I'm gonna jump into this year, possibly in 2025. Now they are 600 to 2K. Now Tour watches. What's going on, bro? Another company to look for in 2024. And let's see what I'm gonna end on. I guess it really don't matter. Let's go with something that is known to a lot of people. Of course, there's Seiko. This one right here, the colorway is crazy. It's like, look at the dial versus this bezel, bi-directional bezel. There's no noise whatsoever. It just glides. But look at it. Hold up. Let's get around. Assistant, present. There we go. So look at that. It's almost like it's mirrored. And this one, yes, it got fingerprints all over because I wear it and I like this watch. Has the number limited edition on the back. Sign rotor by Seiko. And it's a really nice watch. I like it, the GMT. Have no problem with this watch. I like the bracelet. This one, it fits, like the Seiko 5s are super comfortable watches. But I have enough Seiko 5s to where I won't buy another Seiko 5 in 2025. Unless it was like, if they made a Seiko 5 number limited and it was a Night Rider, right? Or something that referred to like the 80s, the A-Team or something. If they did a collaboration with A-Team, Night Rider, G.I. Joe, Transformers, you know what I'm saying? Like the 85 Transformers with like an Autobot symbol or something like that, or Decepticon. That would be the only way I will buy a Seiko 5 if it had those on there. Just because, you know what I mean? Other than that, I would not dare. I wouldn't do it. I got enough. I got so many daggone Seiko 5s, man. Nope, done. Only have 2 black watches, must say that although they look cool, I don't wear them as much. I like black ones. Certina, that Certina is, I've been procrastinating on getting one. You want a Glycine? Okay. Never had a Glycine. Thanks for the feedback on them. Watch them within this, yes. Thanks for being here, sir. Always love your show. Yeah, so 2024 has been a phenomenal year for me. And I'll end on this watch right here. I'll end on this watch and just kind of give you some background before I get up out of here. This is Chase Durer. Chase Durer was a company that stood alone by itself, and they used premium ETA movements when they were a standalone company. I don't know why they went out of business, but maybe it was because they had this style. Because you look at it, it's like a Navy timer. This thing is hefty, 49 millimeter quartz timepiece. It's high polish. It's chunky, right? High level of micro adjust. And it has, case back. It has a Chase Durer plane on it. I forgot the movement. 5050C. Arondo 5050C, I think, is this movement. So you have the date down to 6 o'clock. You have the slide rule. And this actually is functional. Hold on, let me show you. It is a functional slide rule. So it is an actual functional watch. If you know what you're doing, right? And of course, you're not up in a plane, but if you want to measure how much you give back on tips and stuff like that, you can actually do it off this watch, which I think is a cool party favor. However, Invicta owns Chase Durer at this point, and Chase Durer dies. It just died. It's not advertised. It is not returned to its former glory. It's not used. They put the quartz, and I'm not saying cheap quartz movements, but I don't know what it is about like Invicta buys, and then Invicta will cannibalize because Invicta actually made the Invicta version of this, right? It just has the Invicta logo on it. And I'm like, why? Why do that? Why buy a company to assume their image, right? Make it your own. It's almost like what was the episode of Transformers? They had this red dust that got on them and they turned into like zombies and they just infected every other. And that's what it is, man. It's like you got the touch, now you're infected. Like, why buy the company? Like, I don't get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that, man. And y'all know I've been an Invicta fan for years, but I don't know much about Chase Durer. I don't know much about the companies that they actually bought into outside of Glycine. But it's almost like they buy it and they just let it sit. Maybe it's just like, hey, look, this is the companies I bought. Maybe it's like for a resume or something like that. Once the story is told about Invicta, once it's all said and done, whoever the successor of Invicta is, we could say, hey, when Invicta was in power, they bought this, that, and the other. But that means nothing. You didn't do anything with Chase Durer. You just let it die. Because when I say Chase Durer, people are like, hey, what? Or if I mention Techno Marine, it's like, what? But at any point, I thought that this was a great rendition of a Breitling, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice watch for the price because you can get it for under 150 bucks. Like if they have that one available, I think it's like $120. What is that purple bezel? Where did it go? Oh. So it escapes me the guy's name, but he won the Olympics for skateboarding. I did an actual video on this one, man. I can't remember the name, Ogami or something like that. I can't remember. I don't even want to fake edit. I forgot his name. But he was he won the Olympics. Gosh, when was I can't remember when he won the Olympics, but I know he won the Olympics. My apologies. But yeah, I bought this. The colorway got me. The colorway got me. And I actually saw this. I saw this on a live. A review. I think Random Rob actually showcased this watch before. And when I established my relationship with Trifecta Watches, that's when I jumped on it. So I was right. Yudo Horigami. Thank you. Thanks, bro. Yeah. Pilot watch. They used to market to the military pilot watches. Yes. And I don't know that much about Chase Durer, man. Besides, it was a pilot's timepiece, and I know they were using value movements back in the day. And when Invicta got their last batch of these watches, I thought for a second that they were going to showcase it by putting it in a company like those, because they own these companies. Like, hey, these companies used to use these watches, but like they did something else. So they did something else completely. Okay, I'm just looking at Certina. Looks like the Tudor. I was checking out that Norcane Chrono last night. How do you like it? I saw the pistachio green one. I think that one is nice. Price, again, that puts me in. If I decide to spend $5,000 on a watch, what does that open me up to? Right, that's what I'm looking at. And not only what does that open me up to, because I don't want to purchase based on, because I love when reviewers, and there's some phenomenal people on YouTube, phenomenal, and they showcase a lot of nice watches, man. But I'm not going to fall into the hype of having a particular brand because it fits the status quo or it's some type of social experiment, right? So socially, if you get this, you get kudos. Hey, you got this watch? I have a new respect for you. I'm not doing that, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys as if I've never purchased on those merits. Like, oh man, I want to get this, man, so I could be in the in crowd. I was like, hey man, I get this. Like, how many people notice? I've done that before. I bought that, and I won't do it no more. I did that within the Invicta community because it was a badge of honor to have certain reserve. And guess what happened to the reserve line in Invicta? Dude, it fell worse than just buying a regular model. I'm talking about fell off hard. And then you got watches like this, the Masterpiece, right? And that brought a different type of buzz. But it's like now there's no Masterpiece. There's nothing new coming out. Watches that they show now is like it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that, when we come back for like towards the end of the year, we'll have a panel and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, and you guys will get to hear from other people. So you guys will be invited. Ben 10, I would love to have you on, man. Thelonious, all you guys will be invited to this panel that I want to do, that I'm doing towards the end of the year, and we can discuss watches that could potentially make it to somebody's collection reasonably, right? Something that I hope that you love and enjoy. You hate the 4:30 date window, just leave it dateless. I can feel that. Prices are a bit steep for a micro brand. Yeah, you know what? That's the thing too. Though I like that Norcane, I can get a meta certified tutor for that. Just can, and it's like, and granted, tutor has his name, it has its place in history. I get that, but that tutor, like meta certified, I was impressed with the test that they do for that watch. I said, man, that watch can be. That is, I know. In a zombie apocalypse, you want to have a Casio or something digital or something solar. But if you had to have a mechanical timepiece, I need something that's going to take the bumps. Or if I got to stab zombies all day, it could take the shock. It could take the different temperatures because now I have to go somewhere to get away from the zombies because like where it's warm at, zombies can move around animated. Where it's cold at, they can't. And I'd rather sit in the cold. And that watch, I know, can take it with different temperature changes. So I think that's the tutor is any of them that's been meta certified can definitely withstand a nuclear explosion, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So that's a watch that I would like to have. I would definitely have, in the end times when it happens, I'm going to have this watch available with me, my this one right here, because I know I'm going to have to swim somewhere to get away from stuff, but not swim too deep to where the zombies on the bottom of the ocean can get you, or the lake or whatever. Yeah, zombie apocalypse is coming. If you believe in such things. The finishing on the Braylon movement looks really good for the price point. Yeah, you got me. Look, Victorinox. Oh man, Victorinox will be. I was supposed to do that this week. I'm sorry I didn't get to it. Maybe next week. But yeah, Victorinox and Luminox are two watch brands that I'm going to be talking about. We'll be right in Kokomo for that. Yes, we're going to be doing it, man, and they'll get to tell you the story because right now, I believe there's only one rep in America for Luminox. One rep. Every rep for Luminox abandoned ship. And we'll get into that story. That is a good story. I want you guys to know about it if you don't know about it. Some of you guys probably already know. Thelonious, I'm pretty sure you know. You're very attention to detail. Oh, okay. Hey, y'all, I have to bounce up out of here, man. Got to bounce out of here. Again, price equals speed. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. They cut the lights out in there. It's definitely time to go. Thank you guys for watching, man. Appreciate you guys. I hope you have the best Christmas ever. I hope you enjoy your families, man. If some of you guys got watched for Christmas, I'm going to be looking at Instagram and stuff like that. Post it, man. Send me a picture of what you got. I would love to celebrate that with you by, it's just something about getting watches, man. And getting the watch that you want. But above all that, man, let's just take care, man. That's it. I don't request nothing besides taking care of yourself, enjoying your family. Hope you guys have an amazing first of the year, and I hope your 2025 is phenomenal. All right, let's get it, man. Until the next lightning strike, ladies and gentlemen, that clap is brought it back on. Y'all be blessed. Thank you guys for watching.